Hello and welcome to the second opening round matchup of today's tournament between the Beaver Island Islanders and the Mackinac Island Lakers. Bryce Burge here from the Jamadot's press deck at the soccer field at Turtle Park on Mackinac Island, as Mackinac Island will have a home game for this tournament. This is the second quarterfinal of the day. We saw Ojibwe defeat Hannahville 1-0 earlier today, as we were able to get the second half of that one up after the unique travel issues that happen here at the island. Either way, though, it's a one-man band situation going on right now as Micah Richards is trying to break up that Laker defense. He's got Jared Robert as well over the middle. Moving now towards the near wing with Lexi Pease. She's going to try to go and move around the corner, is able to get down into the corner deep before the ball. Nope, it's going to be based on a foul instead. Sophie McDonough just came in crashing, so that will result in a free kick from the spot. That can be a direct kick if they choose. Either way, it's going to be a good set piece opportunity, practically a corner for Beaver Island. Robert puts it in towards the box, comes off the defense, popped up high there by Matthew Cowell, trying to bring it down and break it out of the zone, but it's been Beaver Island who's had control of this offensively for the vast majority of this scenario. They'll come back hard on the near wing. Robert over the middle. Good defense there by the Islanders as they're trying to start a counterattack. Most of their players are inside their half of the field. Finally breaking through for the first time on the other side of the field is Vincent Davis. Looking for a pass over the middle. Trying to find Cowell specifically before the Islander defense starts to collapse in around those blue shirts. And now we're seeing more and more of these Laker players start to collapse in towards the net. A very slow moving and crushing offensive approach by Mackinac Island. It's almost like a tide moving in. And now there's an opportunity. He's over in the middle, and that's going to be picked up. Good job there by the Beaver Island keeper, as that's the first shot of the day for either side. Chasing down the ball right down the midfield line before it's knocked out of bounds by Beaver Island. Logan Warner will hand off the throw-in duties for Derby Cromer. High lofty throw is going to be headed away and picked up by the Beaver Island defense. Coming across now towards Richards and cleared out of the box towards Pease on the near wing. She's got a couple that she's got to beat, though, so that turns it over right before the midfield line. Beaver Island trying to break out once again. Good job now by Maddie Gamble to keep that ball loose. No team really grabbing possession either way. And now we'll get a deep kick towards the net. Nobody there. And we'll get a goal kick, first goal kick of the day for Beaver Island. Robert will kick this one off. Comes out over the middle, and it's going to slip by a couple of Mackinac Island players out towards Haley Pease. Pease by herself, splitting a couple, and now in a foot race. It's eventually going to be safety cleared off towards the near sideline. Harrison Myers is not happy about the miscommunication. He's trying to settle his team down on the defensive side. He comes crashing the ball, and now is going to lead the counterattack himself, finding another player on the far wing, specifically Matthew Cowell. Cowell starts bringing him back towards the middle and looks for a pass. That's going to be knocked away and then chased down once again by Mackinac Island. Weird English on that ball keeps it in bounds before it comes out now towards the Pease sisters. Lots of action right here in front of the camera, just kind of letting the camera take control over this one, as this is just a video broadcast. But as the ball comes out, it's going to go out of bounds on the near sideline for a throw-in by Beaver Island deep in their offensive zone. Pease to Robert. Now over towards Richards. Back towards Robert, all on the near side. He'll make a man miss. Trying to reset that offense and pass over the middle to crash the box. It's going to be cleared out there by the Lakers, who, once again, smart passing coming out of the defensive side. They're able to basically march the ball out towards midfield. A strong defensive presence we haven't seen from a lot of programs in this league, but a turnover comes back quickly the other way. Passing across the box, it's still left out there in the open, and it's going to be kicked towards the near sideline for Lexi Pease. Pease back now towards Richards, coming in on the near side. They do have a defender back, so there's no offsides risk really, as it comes to Pease over the middle and cleared out by Mackinac Island. And a crucial save there. McKenna Turner with a big stop. That was a breakaway saving stop there by the senior defender. And now Mackinac Island's going to try a more aerial route to restart their offensive pursuits. Ball rocketed off of the defender and out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in now for Mackinac Island on the near sideline. Deep throw-in. A little bit off target, but eventually finds Cowell, and Cowell is just wide. Deep slide there by the Beaver keeper, but that shot's going to be wide right. Jared Robert will be kicking things off here from the goal line. Still scoreless here in the second quarterfinal of the day between Beaver Island in green and Mackinac Island in blue. And now Mackinac Island's going to push towards net again and wasn't able to get a lot of oomph behind that one, but it was on goal, forcing the save. Seeing some smart ball play for Mackinac Island so far. Kind of holding four back in the defensive line and allowing some of their midfielders to really have control up and down the field. Either way, we'll get a deep shot now. That will be handled by Gil Mosley, the first shot on goal today by Beaver Island. And he can't get the ball away from Micah Richards, a sophomore, trying to drive up with that ball. Gets it back to Lysander McGinty, the 8th grader. And now they'll push it forward towards the back, and a kick out of bounds will result in a corner kick for Beaver Island. This is their first corner of the game today. Let's see how the set piece will line up. We did see a set piece close to a corner earlier today. Wasn't quite a corner, though, so it won't count on the stat books. But this one's going to come in from the far side, pretty flat. And good job there by Mosley to overcome. He actually slipped on the loose turf in front of him and was able to center back to that one as a deep pass the other direction finds Cowell. He's got to loop back to the other side, but maintains possession for Mackinac Island. Looking for a crossing pass, ball loose in the box, bounces off of a player who loses his glasses. I think he broke his glasses now, and he's still in the box looking for an opportunity to get away. And now we'll get the time from the official to allow that situation to resolve itself. Again, broken glasses. We saw a watch violation for illegal situations there, but I've been broadcasting for 14 years, and the only time where I've seen broken glasses in play has been in the Northern Lights League. It's happened in a volleyball game. It happened when Ojibwe was playing Grand Marais and Grand Marais last year, 2 years ago. And now this is the second time that I've actually seen that kid in particular break his glasses by getting a ball rifled at his face. Looks like Robert will be able to come back into play with this one. Again, don't need a substitution due to the situation with his glasses. Either way, they're going to double check. Where it does come in a little bit differently is that this is a 30-minute half for all of this tournament. So how that is being registered is you saw the officials double checking their watches to make sure that they were still on the same time. And it'll be a drop ball from an area where the initial kick happened. I think that's a little bit closer to midfield than where that rifled shot was initially kicked. And the drop kick will just go downfield. Comes all the way into the box, being chased down by Avery Greets now. And kicked towards the corner. Not sure if that's going to be a throw-in or if that's going to be a set corner for Beaver Island. It will be a throw-in. Micah Richards looking for somebody. Will rotate it in now for Haley Pease. And Pease in there by herself. Gets it over towards her sister Lexi. And now it's going to be another corner opportunity as that one's just kind of decked into the woods. Beaver Island definitely having the advantage on set pieces so far in terms of just getting them. See how Mackinac Island responds as they've marked against the goal, but that one ends up bouncing off the side netting and will result in a goal kick. Mosley will take this one here for the Lakers. Ball comes in. Piece there on that one. Excuse me, actually, that is Alyssa Martin being the first one on contact for Beaver Island. Comes out now eventually towards Jared Robert, who's going to put that one towards net, and that's going to be wide. Don't think anybody from Beaver Island was going in pursuit of that one in case if it was mishandled, but it also looked to be pretty much dead in the water from contact as the way it kind of spun off of his shin. Ball comes out over the middle now, and Mackinac Island looking to try to start something up the left wing. Cowell will be the one leading that attack before Beaver Island responds positively to the pressure. They'll lead it out with Peace being a first contact. She makes the first one move and bounces it off of the next defender who is hobbling just a little bit. He'll have to chase it down again. That's Avery Greets. And it's a fight for the ball right over the middle. Mackinac Island looking on the near wing this time with Derby Cromer in possession. He'll launch that one towards the net, and it just goes over the crossbar. Fourth shot of the day, about a 50% accuracy of on-goal shots. Nothing's gone in for either team, though, in this one, as it's still scoreless between the third-seeded Mackinac Island team and Beaver Island, who's the sixth seed. After this will be the 2-7 matchup of Munising Baptist and Grand Marais. Headed out of the box by Robert. Being chased down on the far side, eventually corralled there by Cowell, who's going to go backwards with it. You've got a couple of players there on that back line. As you see, Harrison Myers is the one that's been playing in that defensive spot over the middle that has been kind of pushing that either from like a 5-back compared to just that 4-and-1 kind of scenario. He's been playing both directly parallel to the rest of the defenders as well as kind of that back midfielder. Either way, it's going to come over the middle now where nobody's at. That's going to be put on net. And a shot on goal by Beaver Island, once again coming from Robert, but handled easily there by the Lakers keeper. Counterattack coming back quickly for Mackinac Island. Fighting forwards. Now they got a man open. That's Davis. He'll put that one towards net. And that's going to be hit. And I don't know if that was going to be hit after it was out of bounds or if that was actually knocked out of bounds by the tender, because that would result in a corner instead, but they're going to say that the contact happened after the ball went out of bounds. Short goal kick, chested back in by the Lakers. Coming out over the middle, and good collapse defense there by Beaver Island to force it out wide. Turnover forced by Robert, and he'll just kick it up the field, trying to find some way to make him force a mistake, as a diving effort is going to be kept in bounds and now whistled dead. Maddie Gamble literally putting it all out there so that way she could try to keep that in bounds. Flies over the ball, but it's going to result in a throw in either way, coming all the way down towards the outside area of the box before it's corralled by Mackinac Island. They'll kick it out of bounds, and the Islanders are just playing field position at this point. Throwing in deep, looking for Richards as it's flicked forward. Peace is sprinting in, and nobody wanted to go after it. Quick goal throw is going to start a counterattack the other direction, looking to feed Vincent Davis, but it's going to be cleared back out towards the midfield line. Be knocked out of bounds, and we'll get our first substitution of the day, as Gamble's going to get a break, and Roman Groots will be coming in for Mackinac Island. Lakers looking for a throw-in. Lofty opportunity over on the far wing. Cross back over the middle before it's cleared back towards the midfield line. Mackinac Island still in possession. They'll try throwing this one in deep, looking for a cross, and everybody on the Beaver Island side is going to let that one go out of bounds, and will set a goal kick for the Islanders. Still scoreless here at the Northern Lights League quarterfinal matchup between Beaver Island and the host school, Mackinac Island. It's kind of playing out a little bit kind of like a Mexico-Honduras match. We've been watching some of the CONCACAF qualifiers, as the shot is going to be saved, kept in bounds again. Mackinac Island had an opportunity there, but nobody was there for the help. Now it's being brought out of the box, and a good stop there by Myers. He's going to try flipping forward, finding Davis on the near side. He'll put that one towards the net, and nobody was there to help it in wide left. Mackinac Island getting dwarfed in time of possession, but they've got triple the amount of shots offensively compared to Beaver Island. Even when you add Beaver Island's corners into that category, Mackinac Island still getting the more quality offensive opportunities on the other side thanks to that counterattack. Davis nutmegs Richards there. They'll both fight for the ball some more on the near side. Dancing around his Davis. He'll move up for a pass over the middle. Goes through everybody to Cowell, and it's going to be misplayed on the other side by Cromer. Cromer knew the second that he touched it that he missed that one, but good opportunity for him to set things up. I think they're just getting antsy. They've got all these opportunities, and then when it comes close to the net, they're just a little bit off target. Eventually, one of those are going to go in. And they might see it here as it comes up on the near wing for Davis to chase down. He'll keep the ball in play and allow some more of the Mackinac Islanders or Mackinac Island Lakers to kind of collapse around the ball. Out at midfield, though, the Peases, Haley and Lexi leading that mid attack for Beaver Island. As both teams looking to try to establish possession. McGinty throwing himself in there to try to slow things down too. And we're getting a lot of almost volleyball type action here over the midfield line. Now with an opportunity for Cromer on the near side. Driving towards the box. He'll put in a crossing pass and just a little bit too far for Cowell. Beautiful opportunity there. Just a little bit too far in front of the collapsing player. It's going to result in a deep throw in. And Beaver Island just looking to boot it as far downfield as they can. Still in the first half, tied between Mackinac Island and Beaver Island as the ball once again goes past the goal line off of the host team. And we'll get a goal kick courtesy of Jared Robert now for Beaver Island. That one's going to come out over the middle, bounces over defender towards Pease. Pease has had a lot of success going one-on-one with that back line. She'll try it again, gets a helpful bounce back towards her teammate, and she'll bring the attack up the middle again. Nutmegs two players before McGinty collects the clear. Now a good bounce off there. Logan Warner using his size. And the ball is going to be bounced around over the middle. Micah Richards looking for something, and he might have it on the near side. That's going to be Lexi Pease and Lakeland Bunker fighting for the ball. And it will be a foul against Bunker. So this will be a direct kick. Pease is thinking it was Pease did not realize that there was a foul. So now this is going to be another set piece deep for Jared Robert. Nobody marking the post right now. And the kick is going to be too high. Little surprised by the decision making there. You got that entire front corner early, and Mosley's, like every goaltender today, has had problems with how wet everything still is. Surprised that he didn't try to force the issue and go directly in. Either way, Mackinac Island's going to have an opportunity to do something on the other side of the field as they're moving up that left wing, getting it to Groots. He'll start cutting it now towards the goal line, keeps it in, but turns it over in the process. And another opportunity and in! Goal scored there by, looks like, number 13, Vincent Davis with the goal. And now it's a 1-0 contest. Let me go ahead and change that graphic here. Catch up with that. As play has restarted here, and the sunshine has come out. It's almost like we had to wait for the sun until Mackinac Island scored. Either way, it's 1-0 for the home team and the higher seeded team. Mackinac Island was the 3 seed in this tournament in a spot where it's going to be difficult to see. Like, it's hard to call them a dark horse. It's hard to call them a favorite because they lost. They got swept by Munising Baptist, and they lost and tied to Big Bay, but they beat everybody else. And so that gap between the 3 and the 4 team was going to be pretty sizable. But how do you classify that team, then? How do you characterize them before the game gets started? It's an interesting lineup when you kind of think about it, as they are trying to keep the ball away as we get another deep shot, and nobody collapsing for Beaver once again. Shanked goal kick is going to pop up off of the Peases, and one now by Cromer. He's trying to start the counterattack, and it goes off the back of his forward, comes all the way down now on the near side, where a couple of the younger players are going to fight for it. Now Mackinac Island starting to show that they've got some speed too. Moving up that left wing and setting up their offense. They got 4 in the box. Ball's going to come up, though, in front of net and handled there by the Beaver Island keeper. Stay up on him. 9 shots so far for Mackinac Island. 1's gone in on 4 on-goal shots. Beaver Island has had 2 on goal, but they've both been from 30 yards out or more. McGinty trying to spark something here for the Islanders. As Beaver Island now giving it back towards McGinty. He's pushing down for it and falls down, trips over the ball, turns it over towards the home team, specifically Harrison Myers. He gets it kicked out over the middle, and once again, McKenna Turner getting active on that back line, being that dedicated defender. And once again, big contact there on the near side as the ball comes out. There'll be a throw-in for Mackinac Island. That's going to be a fun one to watch for the rest of this contest there between Bunker and the Pieces on that left wing, offensively for Beaver, that is. As the attack is now coming once again for Mackinac Island. You got a couple players sprinting in, bounces off awkwardly from the attacker, and now Beaver Island just trying to get it out, dribbling it just a little bit too much as they're trying to figure out what to do with this one. Soft hit up towards Pease, and they're just going to march it out. She's got a man on and gets the pass off. And turnover deep to Mackinac. That's Cowell sprinting up, and he's got a goal on the breakaway. It's 2-0 now for Mackinac Island, who, after starting off pretty slow, I would almost describe it as timid, is coming in hot here to end the first half, as the home team remains up on top. Looks like we've got, I would estimate, no more than 3.5 minutes left here in the first half. As Cromer is going to work up the near wing. Couple defenders on. Stutter steps and splits them. Robert now in defense, one-on-one, waiting to try to find a pass. Cuts it back and puts the right footer in towards the box. Beaver Island getting some help, but there's a lot of looping passes before that one's put on the ground. And feebly pushed out by Beaver Island there. Now they've got an opportunity for them to run on the near side. Haley Pease around a defender, but a good help defense there by that back line. And now McGinty getting in on it. The 2 shortest players on the field for Beaver Island leading the offense. Ball comes out over the middle. Be handled there now by Harrison Myers of Mackinac Island. Looking on the near wing, he's got Cromer wide open. Cromer with the cross. Was trying to find one of his teammates on the back end. That was Vincent Davis, your first goal scorer of the day. Ends up tripping on the loose turf, as it was super wet for that first contest of the day. Either way, Beaver Island now trying to push back and get on the board before half. McGinty. Sorry, McGinnity. Lysander McGinnity is the player. Now we'll get a substitution, it sounds like. No, it was the wrong team attempting to throw that in. Mackinac Island throwing it deep, looking for Cowell to try to lead this offensive attack. gets the pass out and back into that side of the field before McGinnity clears it. And it's going to be a Beaver Island throw-in. Jared Robert coming over to help out with that one. Deep throw-in. Nobody chasing it down. Eventually going to be corralled there on the back line by Mackinac Island. Kept in the offensive zone now by Richards. He'll throw the ball in towards Pease and back over the middle now towards Alyssa Martin. Martin to Lexi Pease. As the ball comes around, it can be one there by Mackinac Island. A 4-on-3 back the other direction, and some tough dribbles there makes it a little bit tough to hold on to the ball. Mackinac Island just kind of slowing things down. Now a deep pass, and that's going to be in. Vincent Davis with the 35-yard strike when the worm burner, bouncing that one off of both the ground and the goalkeeper before bringing that in. And now it's a 3-0 contest for the home team. We'll kind of go over this at the Aberger halftime show here shortly when that happens any moment now. A little bit of extra time being added, I think, because of the glasses situation. And that will do it. Speaking of halftime, it comes right when we allude to it. 3-0 is your score with the host Islanders on top. We'll take a commercial break, and we'll come back for the Aberger halftime show from the Jamadots press deck. You're watching and listening to the Northern Lights League soccer tournament on the Rome Media Facebook page.
Need breakfast in a pinch? A sweet treat to help you continue through the day? What about a technically correct way to tell others you're eating your vegetables? Whatever your reason, Gallery Coffee's new selection of pastries are now available. Enjoy muffins, eclairs, fritters, and even zucchini bread, all pairing well with your favorite hot coffee or iced drink. Check out your new selection of pastries now at Gallery Coffee Company, located on the corner of Elm and Superior in downtown Munising.
It's Radio Bingo, Thursday mornings at 10 on AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO, brought to you in part by People's State Bank. Congratulations to Patty Chaperone for winning on last week's cards. You can get this week's Radio Bingo cards at Hillside Party Store East, up on page 58, People's State Bank in beautiful downtown Munising, or at Hillside Party Store West across from the ball fields in Munising. It's Radio Bingo, Thursday mornings at 10 on WQXO. The Munising Flower Shop has been your hometown florist since 1939. Whether you're looking for a special gift or a beautiful arrangement, the Munising Flower Shop can assist you with any events life throws at you, including showing your love and support with a heartfelt arrangement or remembrance gift. The Munising Flower Shop, serving all of Alger County. Give them a call at 387-3499.
Summer may be gone, but our burgers aren't going anywhere. Come see what's the same and what's new at Aberger. We are currently featuring our Oktoberfest burger, an all-beef patty smothered in Widowmaker beer cheese, bacon, onions, and pickles on a warm pretzel bun. Yum! Whether you want to try something new or you're looking for your favorite cheese curds and a chicken sandwich, Aberger has it. Aberger, open daily at the only stoplight in Munising.
Fall is here, and that means temperatures are dropping. Is your propane tank ready for winter this year? Call Superior Land Gas because they've been trusted for over 100 years, and this is what they do. Superior Land Gas provides propane for appliances, from your outdoor grill to a 1,000-gallon commercial tank. They have the resources and training for heating your home or office. Call Superior Land Gas in Wetmore to switch or get filled up today at 387-4660.
And welcome back to the Aberger halftime show. Bryce Burge here from the Jamadots press deck, as it is a 3-0 Mackinac Island advantage here at halftime. We'll bring up the halftime stat graph courtesy of A-Burger in downtown Munising. You can get buffalo burgers, the A-Chicken sandwich, and more, all available at A-Burger next to the only stoplight in downtown Munising. Shots on goal dominated by Mackinac Island, but the one stat that we did not include on that graph in this case is the fact that time of possession was actually led by Beaver Island for the majority of the half. You started to see Mackinac Island climb back into it near the end as the counterattack started to become a little bit more commonplace. Either way, the quality of shots was really on Mackinac Island's side of the ball the entirety of the time. Beaver Island kind of struggling with their shots, both of them on net, but both of them from at least 30 yards out downfield. Not a lot of quality opportunities, even though that they are 100% accurate with their shots on goal at this point. Your goal scorers in this one: Vincent Davis scored the first and the third, including a real fancy one from about 28 yards out off the ground and off the defender on that one. And then you also had the second goal of the game coming from Matthew Cowell, as Cowell was able to get one on the near side as well. So that's your score here at halftime, with Mackinac Island Lakers 3, Beaver Island Islanders 0. We'll take a quick break. Then we come back. It will be the second half right here at Mackinac Island's Turtle Park.
Timber Products Company, a leader in diversified wood product sales, manufacturing, and transportation, is now hiring primary day shift production laborers for their manufacturing facility in Munising, Michigan. They offer many opportunities for job growth and advancement in a comprehensive benefits package, including life insurance, health, dental, vision, and prescription coverage, vacation and holiday pay, flexible spending accounts, and a 401k plan with employer contributions. Timber Products Company is an equal opportunity employer, including protected veterans and people with disabilities. See all Timber Products Company opportunities on the Careers tab at timberproducts.com. Contact Rochelle Hanna at rhanna@timberproducts.com. That's rhanna@timberproducts.com.
Welcome back as we get ready for the second half here from Turtle Park, as Mackinac Island, the host school in the 3 seed, is up 3-0 over Beaver Island, the 6 seed in the Northern Lights League tournament. This is the quarterfinal matchup. Second quarterfinal matchup of the day is Ojibwe won 1-0 over Hannahville in the 4-5 matchup earlier. Mackinac Island will start things off with a deep kick right towards the net, and it's going to go out of bounds. Nobody able to chase it down in time for Mackinac Island, but it wastes a lot of the precious seconds here in these 30-minute halves. A little bit of an accelerated clock compared to other times throughout the year. So we'll see a goal kick now from Jared Robert, picked off there by the Lakers. Heel flip down the near line for Davis, and he'll put that one towards net, and will be a basket catch by the Beaver defender. Richards moving up past midfield, finds Pease and try to give and go back towards Richards, but no dice there. Now we'll see some couple players from both sides try to fight for the ball at midfield. That sun coming out, basically washing out the lines on the field, both for the viewers at home and for us here at the field. That is a bright sun. But it warms things up a little bit here for this quarterfinal matchup. Richards near line. Tries a crossing pass looking for McGinnity, but it's going to be cleared down that far sideline and out of bounds. Islander ball. The throw-in's picked off, bounces off a defender, and inside there is Cowell trying to force a mistake, really pushing the issue there, as just a couple of well-placed thorns in the side of the Islanders have been able to do wonders down on the offensive side of the field for Mackinac Island. And that's a straight-up shove. Playing for the ball, Harrison Myers, the guilty party for Mackinac Island. And we'll get a free kick here from Jared Robert. Deep kick towards the box, and that's going to force the goalie to handle it. Gail Mosley ends up taking that one, as that's the first shot on goal for either team in this second half. Throw in back the other direction for Mackinac. Down towards the offensive box where it's knocked out of bounds, and Mackinac will push quickly with the throw-in, throwing it right back in towards Cowell. And Cowell's going to put that one into the side of the net. Get a goal kick now from Beaver Island over the middle, trying to find Richards, but a bad bounce is going to push that one back. Now comes towards McGinnity. To Richards, now up that far sideline, looking for Lexi Pease, as that Pease and bunker battle continues there for the right back and the left winger. Pease the victor as the ball gets knocked out of bounds. Richards throws it in, finds Pease over the middle, the other Pease, before it's knocked out of the zone by Xavier Mosley. Dumped right back in for the offensive side. Handled now by Martin. Martin to Pease, and Pease puts the ball forwards before it's fallen on by Mosley. Not sure if that was on goal or not, but it's definitely forcing action by the Laker tender. Turned over deep, 2-on-1 the other direction. Shot towards the net, and it's wide right. Cowell trying to make it a brace, and he misses. 3-0 your score. Still do not have a tally here in the second half. All of those scores have been from the first half, courtesy of the host Lakers. They've got the ball now on the far sideline. Trying to move it forward. There is Warner. Or excuse me, that's actually Derby Cromer. And he'll have the throw-in responsibilities now for Mackinac. Looking deep over the middle for the trailer, but Richards gets in the way. Start the counterattack. As good physical defense there by Harrison Myers forces a weird situation there. They'll get it back towards Richards now on the near sideline. He's going to try to outrace the initial defender before a slide tackle comes in, all ball. And now they're saying that it was a penalty. It's a dangerous angle of attack. It's very difficult to try to get into that level when you're trying to slide in. And you can award a penalty for that, and it's going to be a penalty kick in this case, heading towards Beaver Island. Mosley tying his shoes as the penalty kick mind games coming into play for both sides. Looks like Robert will be taking the kick for the Islanders. Officials getting the players set to respond in case they want to try to crash the net, in case Mosley cannot keep a hand on this one. This is undoubtedly the best offensive opportunity for Beaver Island. They kick, and it's in, right side. And Beaver Island's on the board. Jared Roberts on the PK. As that slide tackle turned to be costly for Mackinac Island. Either way, Beaver Island still down by multiple goals, but it's a little bit more reasonable to come back from 2 down instead of 3. At least that's what I learned in my math class the other day. Either way, Mackinac Island will be getting the kickoff here as everything gets set up. A couple of substitutions across the field. Not sure who came in and came out, though, as I was changing the graphic. Kick is going to be down the wing as it is an aggressive kick that's just a little bit too far for Davis to handle. And now the Islanders will come back quickly the other direction. Ball's going to be popped up deep in the air, and the Islanders are going to have to chase it down. Davis in pursuit, though, for Mackinac Island, and he is showing some of his defensive skills there by forcing Richards in the corner, and he's going to be rewarded with a throw-in for his prowess there. Either way, Mackinac Island with the ball deep in their offensive zone, putting the ball towards the net. Weird bounce off of the defender is going to come out towards the goal, and it will result in the first corner of the day for Mackinac Island. They're going to have to put the flag back up. I think it got knocked over by the horse taxi earlier when that came in. You can see the path there. Either way, the corner comes in, handled by Robert out in the middle of nowhere. He's able to boot that downfield all the way down to the back defensive line by Mackinac. They'll quickly bring that right back on up the field towards Cromer, and Cromer will loop it in the middle, trying to find somebody to crash the net. Good job there by the team defense of Beaver Island to stop that attempt. Weird bounce now. Now it's going to be a drag race to the ball on the other side of the field. Peace getting in there, doing a good job to bounce that thing around a couple of times before it's knocked out of bounds. We'll have a throw-in. 3-1 the score. Mackinac Island on top. And an illegal throw-in. Pulled up his back foot. Robert will be throwing in for the Islanders. Throwing into the sun, bounces off of Harrison Myers, but it's going to be Richards chasing it down for Beaver Island, trying to split 2 defenders. He can't do it. He's going to claim trip, but it's going to be a counterattack the other way. Offsides on that one. He got away with it, though. Now he's one on his own, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds. Wins the corner. Shot was on goal and saved, but he was about 1.5 feet off sides at the time. Either way, it's going to be a corner now for the Islanders. Rifles that one in. Header opportunity, and a rebound is just wide. Harrison Myers had the opportunity for the putback on the header and just missed. Had everybody beat. And this late into the second half, up 3, that might have been the dagger, and Beaver Island has got to be thankful right now. Goal kick comes out towards the midfield line, won by Pease. Knocked around a couple of times as now multiple players trying to establish possession before it gets bounced around now towards the other side of the field and booted down by Bunker. It's going to come all the way towards the goalie, and the Beaver keeper will handle that one. Drop kick, a little short, but gets it to his teammate. Now, Mackinac Island's going to take over the ball. Trying to find Davis in the box. Davis already with 2 on the day. And now here comes Richards coming back the other direction. Good job there by Mackinac Island. And now a lot of contact between everybody fighting for the ball. It's going to come backwards now for Mackinac Island to chase specifically. That's Avery Greutz. And he's going to knock the ball out of bounds and be a throw-in for Beaver Island now. Richards. Looking on the near side, throws it over his teammate that was actually tying her shoe at the time. Either way, goes out of bounds, and now we'll get another throw-in headed out of danger's way by the defense. Kept in, though, towards the box by Robert, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds once again, and the senior will try another throw-in. Ball comes bouncing around on the near side. It'll be a throw-in once again for Beaver Island, as no team really getting an advantage over another. Is more of just taking time off the clock, and that's got to be nice for the home team up by 2. Ball's going to come all the way towards in the box, and because it was last thrown in by Beaver Island, he can stop that with his hands. Either way, the attack by Mackinaw will be on the far side of the field. Cowell trying to find Davis. Actually comes all the way to the other side for Cromer, and Cromer is going to just try to dump that in. It's still loose, and the crash comes off the top of the crossbar and down. Cowell adds another, as that makes it a 4-1 game in what was probably one of the most artistic putback goals that you can get. Solid opportunity there for the home team as they go up by 3 once more. Davis and Cowell both with a brace today. And now they've got a 3-goal advantage over Beaver Island, who the Islanders were in the title game last year against Munising Baptist, but lost a lot to graduation. Either way, you're seeing a lot of fight from this Beaver Island team. Just not being able to string together enough to keep those dangerous forwards out of the box, as that putback was a thing of beauty for Mackinac Island. Throw in deep. 1 over by Mackinac. They'll start their counterattack on the near wing. Both players trying to use their bodies to establish position. Either way, it's going to go off of Robert and out of bounds, and Mackinac will throw this one in. Looking over the middle for Davis. Bouncing around a couple of times for Beaver Island to take over, and now it's going to be brought out, walked out, if you will, by Logan Warner before he runs into Richards. Ball comes all the way to the back line. And booted to the other side of the field. Chasing that down is Bayla Soderquist. Haven't had a chance to call her name today, so get a chance to try to announce everybody on both sides as best as we can. Beaver Island looking to try to set something up offensively. Now we're getting kind of shades of the first half again, as the time of possession and the counterattack is just playing in Mackinac Island's favor so much, both because of the lead and because of their dangerous, skilled players on their offensive side of the field. Throw in by Beaver Island is going to be bounced out of bounds. Kept in, actually, by Beaver late. And a couple players fighting for it right there in front of the Islanders bench. Ball comes all the way to the back line. Brought forward by Turner. And now out to the left wing once again is Derby Cromer. Trying to set up a crossing pass. Puts that one towards net, and instead it's going to be hitting right in between the double zeros on the goaltender's chest. Shot is on goal. Now Cromer will try it again, feeding it forward towards himself. Ends up looking like he stumbled on the ground beforehand, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds. And I believe this will be a corner for Mackinac Island. Mackinac had no corner kicks in the first half, and this is their third so far here in the second half. Cromer's going to put it towards the net, looking for that last-minute punch in. Instead, it's going to be knocked out and chased by the Lakers. Davis dancing around, puts that one towards net, but that one was telegraphed where that was going from the second that he shot it. Counts on goal, but just another save there for the Beavers keeper. Richards trying to keep the ball on the offensive side of the field for Beaver Island. And it comes knocking around a couple of times, and now a very soft, almost unsure whistle coming in from the far official. And we'll get a free kick here for Beaver Island. The senior Jared Robert taking this one. He just goes straight towards the net, bounces off the player. Richards trying to crash, and he can't get there in time. Good job there by Mosley to fall on that one after knocking it down initially. Those are the plays that you want to see in a tournament like this, because that is everybody doing everything correct, and that was just the best player making the play in that case. Love to see it. Love to see it. Mackinac Island crossing into the box on the far side. That's Soderquist trying to rotate around. Finds, looks like Davis, but Davis is going to be wide left. Or excuse me, wide right. (4-1) as we're here in the Gallery Coffee second half. We'll have the post-game show where we'll kind of do what we did at halftime a little bit in between these games, as the final opening round matchup will be after this one. That will be Grand Marais looking for their first win of the season, as that shot goes off the side netting. Grand Marais will be up against Munising Baptist, the defending champions, in a rematch of the H58 rivalry. Goal kick comes out over the middle. Eventually won there by Logan Warner. He'll drive it up the right side, brings it over the middle, looking for Davis once more. And it's going to come all the way to the far sideline. Everybody chasing it down. I think it finally goes out of bounds for a throw-in for Beaver Island. Deep throw-in's going to go off McGinnity before it's picked up by Richards. Moving up the left wing. Trying to split a couple defenders to get it back to McGinnity. And McGinnity's kind of spunky out there, using his small size to kind of get up underneath some of the other players that are looking to bounce off of a taller player. And they're kind of extending out an arm that's never there. And a ridiculous shot from 45 yards out. Can you even call that a shot? I mean, it's in, so we'll call it a shot. That makes it a 4-2 contest. Was that Robert, number one? If so, that's the second of the game. First one from the field, too, given the fact that the first Beaver Island goal was from a penalty kick. And we'll restart play quickly. 4-2 advantage for the home team. Mackinac Island trying to drive towards the net, handled there by the Beaver Islander defense. Looking forward for Pease, and that one's going to bounce off of a couple defenders and come back quickly the other direction. Ball's going to be cleared out there by McKenna Turner and put right back into the box by Mackinaw, but nobody there for it. And it's going to come all the way across the field and out of bounds for a goal kick. The Soderquist will come off in favor of Cowell and Myers once again on the Mackinaw side. And the goal kick from Robert is deep, looking for Richards, the flick off of that set of curly locks that he's got. Bring it back over the middle for Pease. Trying to feed Martin there. And she might have an opportunity if McGinney can keep fighting for this one. Comes back towards Martin. And now everybody fighting for that ball hard over the middle in the offensive zone for Beaver Island. That one's going to go off of a Mackinac player, and they're going to try to set up the counterattack quickly. Looking over the middle, and it's handled by the keeper. Davis in deep, trying to get the flick so that way he can move forwards, but just a little bit too much in front of the Mackinac attacker. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit here from Mackinac Island from the Northern Lights League. Quarterfinal matchup between the two island schools in the league, Mackinac and Beaver. Mackinaw's up, though, 4-2 late in the second half. We're going to need to see a little bit more pressure from Beaver Island this time if they're going to be able to do anything. But this aggressive counterattack by the upperclassmen of Mackinac is just paralyzing this midfield attack from Beaver Island. They can't push the ball any further up because the second that a bad pass happens, it's just an onslaught of deep passes for Mackinac. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays up in future rounds, as the winner of this game will play the winner of Grand Marais and Munising Baptist, which will be right up next here on Rome Media. Ball comes out loose. Deep turnover comes to Peace, and Peace is going to be knocked down. Ball comes out towards the far side. The other Pease, Lexi Pease, will be with the ball, putting it towards the end of the goal line before it's knocked out there by Bunker. Will set up a corner for Beaver Island, their first corner of the half. Robert will take the corner. Ball comes in the box, bounces around a couple of times, and comes out on the other side for Richards. Richards one-on-one there up against Logan Warner. And it looks like that's enough to start things the other direction. And a huge breakaway saving stop by, looks like McDonough. And now here comes Mackinac, near side. That's Derby Cromer looking for a setup. He's got now a kind of a 3-on-2, but he'll take it himself. That one's going to be too high. (4-2), and I don't know if you're hearing the fans here from Mackinac Island that are screaming to keep on shooting. Like, that is the game plan, and honestly, they've got some great goal scorers to do that aspect here. I mean, it's the crucial point of the counterattack is to make sure that you have accurate scorers, and it's definitely paying off big here in this opening round matchup for Mackinac. Ball comes out over the middle, stopped once again by Cromer, and he'll tack the net once more. That's way wide. Sends it down the street to be chased by a couple other players. Yeah, Beaver Island now will take a goal kick from the near side. Ball comes in. Trying to get kind of like the the leg flare kick there, but instead it's going to come back a little bit further. Chasing it down now is Cromer and Warmer for Mackinaw. Beaver's able to clear the box and get it back towards midfield. Still loose. Now it's to Vincent Davis, your first goal scorer of the day, and the third goal scorer of the day. He almost gets another one on the give and go. Solid save there by the Islanders keeper. He'll put it back downfield quickly. Pease and Richards getting that one poked away from them. Bouncing around. Avery Greets in on this one, starting the attack the other direction. He's got this one by himself. He's got a winger on the left side. Can't do anything with it in time, though, and Beaver Island's going to take it away and start the other direction. Starting to see a little bit of a aggressive tactics there as Richards punches that one directly off the nose of the defender. Everybody's laughing it off, though, so that's the kind of positive sportsmanship that you want to see by both teams after a play like that. So happy to go with that one. As now we're seeing Cromer kind of dance a little bit nicer on that near side before he gets poked away in the last second by Robert. He'll take it up on the right wing himself, trying to go around the first defender, feeds it in towards McGinnity before it's picked off by Myers. Myers, though, can't handle the initial hit, and it comes all the way out towards the middle and bounces around a little bit more, right on back to McGinnity at the midfield stripe. Once again, Vincent Davis. He would have the game winner at this point as it kind of knuckles in. Deep crossing path. You saw Cromer crashing. That's a successful thing that you want to do. Just didn't have enough mustard on the cross to get it there and fall into the game plan there for Mackinac Island for a fifth goal. Pease now fighting for this one as the ball pops back the other direction. Handled now by Alyssa Martin. And now a deep kick towards the net, handled by the goalie, and punted right back into play. Kept short there by that combination of Cromer and Davis. And now the cross comes out over the middle. Ball still loose. Chasing down is Davis, and he can't keep it in bounds. In the second half here, and I feel like we should be getting that end of regulation whistle any moment now, as that's a handball and a free kick upcoming for Mackinac Island. How we're doing the broadcast today, every broadcast is separate, so we will end this broadcast. You'll have to go back onto the Rome Media Facebook page to watch the next contest, but everything is pre-scheduled in the system. So, once the next game comes up, you'll be able to follow the feed there. The winner of this game, which will be most likely Mackinaw, unless a miracle happens, because of how late it is, it's tough to come back from 2 goals at any point in the contest, especially when Mackinaw has been dominating the pace of the game because of their offensive skill sets here. But either direction, they'll play the winner of the next game between Munising Baptist and Grand Marais. So a lot of the people watching this contest will have a reason to kind of scope out the next opponent. As here comes a deep run towards the net. Robert gets the ball knocked away from him before it's handled there by Mosley, the keeper for Mackinac Island. And now a deep turnover, 2-on-2 the other direction. Cromer, he'll put that one towards the net, right into the breadbasket of the keeper. And that will do it. Mackinac Island out shooting Beaver Island 24-8 in this one, and they win 4-2 to advance to the semifinals. They'll play the winner of the next contest between Grand Marais and Munising Baptist in the 2-7 matchup. I want to thank everybody that's helped us out with this one. We do have to go back to commercial for one quick moment before we do our final stat count. You've been watching and listening to the Northern Lights League quarterfinal tournament right here on the Row Media Facebook page.
No one tops pizza like Main Street. Fresh hot pizza that can't be beat. Plenty of toppings, sauce and cheese. Available for takeout or delivery. Big city taste, friendly small town service. One bite and you'll agree. Main Street Pizza is made to please. No one tops pizza like Main Street.
For great automotive care to keep your ride running smoothly, visit the auto specialist at Skip's Auto Repair in Munising. Skip's Auto Repair, located at 109 East Munising Avenue, services vehicles for oil changes and lube, auto repair, brake repair, diagnostic services, electrical repair, engine repair, tune-ups, suspension repair, and general maintenance. Call 387-5120 for quality auto service you can rely on. Be sure to choose Skip's Auto Repair.
When it's time to find insurance professionals you can depend on, trust in Alger General Agency. Serving our area since 1942, providing personal, residential, and commercial lines of insurance with A-plus rated companies. Alger General Agency takes pride in their one-of-a-kind customer service with a comfortable hometown feel. With 2 locations in downtown Munising and Marquette's Chippewa Square. Find contact info for both locations at algergeneralinsuranceenagency.com.
What drives you? Is it the desire to get back to nature and enjoy the beauty of the world around us? Or is it the adrenaline you feel when you hit the trail on your bike? Maybe what drives you is the thrill of the catch. Or maybe it's about who you're getting outside with. But whatever drives you, Fox Marquette Chevrolet gets you there.
Man, I love this European life.
Find new roads at Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Experience the difference.
It's Radio Bingo, Thursday mornings at 10 on AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO, brought to you in part by People's State Bank. Congratulations to Patty Chaperone for winning on last week's cards. You can get this week's Radio Bingo cards at Hillside Party Store East, up on H58, People's State Bank in beautiful downtown Munising, or at Hillside Party Store West, across from the ball field in Munising. It's Radio Bingo, Thursday mornings at 10 on WQXO.
And now for the Gallery Coffee postgame show here from the Jamnots press deck at Turtle Park on Mackinac Island. That quarterfinal matchup was just won by Mackinac Island, a 4-2 over the Beaver Island Islanders. Getting on the board, both goals came from Jared Robert for Beaver Island, one on a penalty kick, one on a ridiculously long strike from the apex of the face-off circle. Just getting a lot in on that one to get a pretty respectable score given the circumstances. I think this was a really solid game for both programs given how their seasons went. So something I think that both of the island schools can be proud of moving forward. We also saw Matthew Cowell adding on a second goal for him, making this a 4-2 outcome. The winner of the next game, Grand Marais and Munising Baptist, will move on into the next round and will play Mackinac Island in the semifinal. That game is expected to be around 3 o'clock sometime. Actually, yeah, right at 3 o'clock. The other semifinal matchup that we know for sure is going to be Big Bay to Knock in their first game of the tournament up against Ojibwe Soaring Eagles. One more quarterfinal left to go. We'll have that broadcast here shortly on Roam Media. Thanks for watching. And we'll keep on with our coverage of the Northern Lights League tournament.